Hi guys, Dr. Mel. We're busy with physics and specifically the theme of work. And we've done the horizontal work, and now let's have a look in the vertical plane. So it's up and down, and let's have a look what we are going to calculate in this sense. Now, we know the calculation will be done with this equation, and remember to find this on your information sheet. And as in all previous lessons, I've told you, I rather prefer to take the work. I say it's the force and it's a displacement and the angle between them, and that's why I write it in between them, will be cos. And have a look that you actually have the correct angle. Otherwise, your calculations will be wrong. In this first example that we're going to do together, they tell me that Musa is lifting boxes. So they immediately tell me the mass of 20 kilograms, and I make sure that it's not grams or milligrams. It's already in the correct unit off the floor, and it's picking these boxes up to a height of 1.8 meters. So I also have the delta x, or in this case, because it's up and down, it's delta y. But you know it's there because it's a displacement. They firstly asked me to draw a free body diagram and then to work out the work done on the boxes. So let's draw a free body diagram. We know that the boxes will have a weight, therefore there's gravitational force downwards, and there's also the applied force that Musa is picking up. Remember that if you had to do a force diagram for Musa, he would have had his gravitation as well as a normal, because he's standing on the surface. But the boxes only have Musa picking them up, therefore you find the applied force up, and you've got the gravity going downwards. So that's more or less a free body diagram. There's no horizontal forces here. They also asked me to determine the work done on the boxes. So I've got to work out that I've got this component, and I can see here that I can use the equation that's been given to me. Again, delta x, delta y. The force up will be exactly the same, the applied force, as the force down. And you could calculate that by using the equation of mg, and that would give you a value of 196 Newton. Now we are assuming that it's a constant velocity. So the constant velocity tells me there's no acceleration. If the downward force is 196 Newton, the upward force would be 196 Newton. I can substitute that with 196. I know the box is going upward, so that's the delta x, and the force is going upward. Therefore, the angle between them is 0 degrees. I can thus say it's cos 0, and that is a value of 1, and it's being lifted up in a 1.8 displacement. And if I now put 196 times 1 times 1.8 in my calculator, you'll find a value of 352.8 joule. So your answer for this question, the work done on the boxes, an accurate calculation, 3528.8 joule. You know that joule is a scalar, so no direction. So important that you do these questions whilst you listening to this lesson, that you actively do every calculation and draw diagrams. Otherwise, you are going to have a problem doing that when it's asked in an exam. Right, let's have a look at a more complex question. Robert lifts a container with a mass of 25 kilograms. So immediately I've got the mass again from the floor to a height of 0.8. Firstly, all the forces to be identified in order for you to draw a free body diagram and then work out the work. So let's see. Identify the forces. We know that there's a gravity downwards, and we know that Robert is picking it upward. So that's basically the two forces. And if I now have to draw a free body diagram, it will be exactly that. Force up and a force down, which we call gravity, and the applied force. So the next question asking you to draw a free body diagram would be that. And remember, it's constant velocity, so those two forces will be equally in value and in quantity. So we already drawn the free body diagram. Just to go there again. So I've got the gravitation and the applied force. Now we've got to work out the work. So if I've got the free body diagram, I can calculate the gravity. Can you see we've got 25 and we know it's 9.8. If you now calculate the downward force as 245 Newton, you know the upward force will also be 25 Newton. And just to remind you, because there's no change in velocity, constant, the acceleration is zero. Therefore, the forces are equal but opposite inside. So let's calculate the work. The work is then the applied force times cos whatever angle times delta x. We know the force, we just calculated it just now, as 245 Newton. We know it's being picked up, so the delta x is up as well as the force, and that angle is 0 degrees. Therefore, cos 0 degrees times the height of 0.8. And can you see that value is 1 again, 245 times 0.8, which gives me a value of 196 joule. Your answer, no direction, it's a scalar, and you did a very accurate calculation to determine the work done on the container. Guys, you have to be able to define work. You need to find the relationship between the work, the force, and the displacement in every question. You'll have to be able to calculate the work, but just make sure that you do it with the correct force. If it's up, it will be the upward force, or down, friction, or normal. So make sure that you do the calculations with exactly the force that they are asking you. I hope you enjoy doing this work. Bye-bye.